What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Storm Simulator, and it's actually been a couple days since I've gotten a chance to get on and play, which kind of stinks. We weren't at the greatest spot for me to take the little break, but I wasn't really around the past couple days, so here, let's do that, which is amazing. That was awesome. And then we're gonna be we still haven't actually filled up our energy, which is more the surprising part. It's actually not been that long. I may have done like a slight little something. I don't know though. We can buy a lot of those. Next is 100,000. Yeah, before I buy this, let's buy 100,000 of them. Buy this upgrade, and then buy a ton of these. Yeah, I already bought more. Cool. Now I can buy a pretty ridiculous amount of those. I don't know exactly if that's what I want to do. Before we do anything, let's go take a look at this stuff. Looks like it's probably going to be... it actually probably would have been this one. Because it's so high. I lied, it was this one. No, I don't know. That one looks like it's the same ratio almost. We'll get them both. I mean, the locust is going to do more because we bought so many. I thought this was higher for some reason. But no, that's good. I think if we had more larvae, we'd be able to buy a ridiculous amount of these. I think that's what the issue is. Otherwise, that might be comparatively better. Anyways, I'm really debating about just... Yeah, screw it, we're doing it. Probably was dumb. Gonna buy all the upgrades we can. Boom. That should create a ton of those. We did it. It's over. No going back. Anyways, let's do some upgrades, because we can really do some upgrades. Don't necessarily need to store much more at the moment. But bats. Bats we're looking to do something with. Let's do at least another 500 bats. Which brings us to 30% power. But I feel like I want to put 1,000 in there. It's just, that's a lot of energy. We're doing it. That should be another 10%, right? Yeah, okay. It'd be another 2,000 for another 10%. So we're not doing any more of those. Energy, though, created. Let's throw 2K in there. That wasn't bad. Let's throw another 2K. Let's see if we can get it to 90. Yeah, nice. I'm cool with 90% generation. Don't really feel as if we need much of this. We'll buy 1,000 of it. It'll up it up to 400. Yeah. And then I'm cool with that. And then we've got only 14% to play with, which kind of stinks, to be honest. But that's still probably... yeah, storm warp. 18 warps. That is plenty. That's a lot. I mean, they're 6 hours apiece now after what we just did. So it's pretty good. We want to buy, obviously, a ton of these. We're trying to build this back up, which now we can build even higher. Everything was already worth, I think. What is it? The 9th to do anything with those? Yeah, okay. Buy as many upgrades as we can. We're already doing well. This is going to start going up. Again, we need that, I believe, to like the 12th? Yeah. So we're looking more towards like the 13th before we do anything. How much mutagen or larvae is being produced by mutagen? 3.6 to the 8th. And these are producing 3.8 to the 9th. I think we're pretty good to spend the rest of our mutagen. We're looking to place it in other things. I think I said I wanted to put one more into warp. One more of the 1e to the 9th into there. Which brings up the percent as well. Or brings up that as well. And then I wanted to just drop literally the rest into here. Which should bring this up quite a bit. Like we should see... very large jumps. Yes, we did. Awesome. That's going to help speed things up too. Our swarm warps only went up a little bit of time with that, but hey, I'll take it. No complaints from me. That was awesome. We've got to do more warps though. Should do like 6 of them. So then we can come in here and just drop them all in there. And then wait a second. And actually we don't even need to wait a second. Just buy that and then buy 10 upgrades. That's the power of these warps. We're just jumping. I mean, every one now is 6 hours. So, like, you think 2 is half a day. 4 is a day. Like, that's ridiculous. We'll do 4 and we'll do the last 5 and one more in one group. Ooh, why'd I highlight everything? We couldn't buy these now. We don't want to obviously do that yet. I don't know if we've ever had any of those. Did we have any of these? We may have bought one and moved. No, I don't think we've ever had this many because we're up to the 9th up here. Like, I don't think we've ever been this far. Anyways, we're looking to buy a ton of these. And then a ton of those. And then more of these, which might bring it up more. No. We probably should look at territory, so let's use one of these just to get stuff to go look at territory and try to pick out. See that? It's gonna be the roach. No, maybe not. That's pretty high too. It's definitely not you. It's either the roach or that. We'll wait a second. Alright, actually, 15 seconds, and we'll check it out. I honestly think the roach is gonna be better, but we'll check them both. Why not? Because the roach is like the max you can buy. Like you can see, like that would even out to it. That would even out to it. Like that's just the most we can buy, and I think that's like the best way to go with it. But that's just me kind of speculating. Anyways, before we do anything, we should probably see what we're getting. You earn 5 e to the 54th. That one brings us to 1 e to the 59th, and if we undo that and we go to this one, this one, drop them all in there. Yeah, the 60th. Yeah, it's definitely more. Thought so. I had a pretty big feeling it was. Buy more of these, which really doesn't get too many more of these, but hey, every little bit is helpful. Although now we're just gonna use the rest of this energy up, and then use the last 4 casts here to go. Realistically, we're just boosting this. That's what we're doing. You can buy any upgrades along the way, just because I know there's some upgrades that use a lot of that right now, and then double that, almost to the 10th. We definitely could possibly spend on one of those. I don't know if it'd be worth it, it'd be like 10% of my total, but hey, this is gonna produce tons of these, which is gonna, that'll do well. I'd like to get this up a little higher, but it's gonna take a little while for that to actually produce a lot, but I will take it. I think that's pretty good. That is gonna be it for this part. We'll catch you with some more info soon. Alright guys, so we're back here. It's been a little over 24 hours or so. Maybe not actually quite, but somewhere around there. And anyways, we're going to obviously start off doing this and hopefully raise that up. There we go. Look at that jumping. That is exactly what I want to see. And yeah, where should we start? Probably here. Probably right here. Gonna buy those. We definitely didn't make as many hive empresses as I wanted, but we can buy so many worth of larvae and progress that. Before we do anything, I'm trying to think, do I want to upgrade these anymore? I mean, upgrading that just gets expensive. I don't think we need any more night bugs. This is at 90%. I think that's pretty good, as it's going to be pretty expensive to get more. And this is at 40%. I feel like we might be able to do better on this, but it's just so expensive. I don't think it's worth it at this point for us to do it. Maybe later on it'd be worth doing for some people, but I think it's where we're at. It's not a good idea. Let's just pick that up. This is going to literally double. We're going to buy, no we're not, because that's expensive. Probably should have bought one of these and then bought more, and we're probably going to do that here in a second. Let's progress things the way they are and see what happens. So I think it's still going to be 6 hours, but let's see how many of these we produce. Again, let me just kind of spend it all. So we're right there at, just say 370. And a 6 hour time lapse. We can do so many. We should do one. A little over a 6 hour time lapse. It goes up to the 16th exponent. That's pretty good. Can buy quite a few of those. Not as many as we want. We are going to buy one at least and try the whole sacrifice one, because I think we'll be able to buy more of these. Like, how many of these can we buy right now? I don't think it's that much of a difference, but no, yeah, actually that went up a lot. Buying 10 would be too many because we can only buy like 23, but one to do that isn't bad. But anyways, let's do like a 2 of those. Let's go to our territory. Let's take care of this stuff. So we're looking at probably, yeah, this 100%. That's going to be more than that's worth, and definitely more than that's worth. It's going to be like about 1 exponent. Again, I'm kind of getting used to like what the exponents are looking at for what will be, because it seems like they pretty much all go up by like the same increment of things. So I'm not even going to test it. We're just going to solid go in on that. Also gives us that. I should remember to keep doing that on other things just to kind of get those achievements down. But you can see that produces quite a bit of what we have. We're going to come back here, buy a ton of these, and buy more of these, and then probably be able to do some of these, which might increase this. Didn't, but gonna increase stuff down here. I do want to buy 10 of these to sacrifice at some point, and probably gonna be just here in a minute, but let's do 5, which is quite a bit. I should do 4 at a time because it's like a day at a time, but hey, I'll take this as we can. Let's buy a ton of those, and then yeah, well more than double of that buy all 10 upgrades. It's going to spend a decent bit, and I know that. We did increase this up a bit, but altogether that's good progress. I'm going to keep moving on that 4 at a time kind of mentality with everything. Let's just keep buying these because we produce a lot now with those. And we can buy more of these and even buy more of these. Now we're going to want to buy 10 of these and sacrifice them in just a second. But let's do the whole thing first. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 advancement. Let's go buy 10 of these. Actually, let's see how many of these we'll be able to buy right now. So it's at 9 point to the 10th. All right, 9 to the 10th. If we buy 10 of these, it's going to bring it down. Do this, and then it went up to affording. Yeah, see that? See that? That's what that does. Like, it's crazy. Just a couple of those. If you get a decent bit ahead, like some people are actually questioning that, and it's like, why are you spending this when you can only buy so many? Did you just see what that went from? It was like 9 to the 10th, and it went up basically 2 to the 10th. Like, and it's going to be more compactive now. We're going to buy all 8 upgrades, which could bring it down a good bit. It didn't really, which is nice, but just do our 4 at a time. We will want to progress territory here in a minute, and I probably already should have. I'm actually just going to buy all these and use the rest of this larvae on the territory kind of side of things, which I want to say that's going to be way more. So we're just going to go with it, which is going to give us more achievements, which again, I always kind of forget what the achievements do exactly. I do this every time. Yeah, it's just our production altogether on larvae. And we did spend all our mutagen. You can see we're at 0 mutagen. We spent that earlier, which is nice. Don't worry about cloning anymore. Cloning seems like it's literally a waste when you get to this point in the game. I feel like I can still buy more of these. Can we still buy a ton of these? No. We're living out of meat, aren't we? Yeah. It definitely looks like it's meat because we should be able to buy way more of those larvae-wise, which is fine. I'm not worried about that. We could do meat stuff. I think warp actually would be better just to keep doing warps to build it up more. But if we keep kind of going back to it, we'll be fine. Let's buy a ton of those. Maybe buy a bunch of upgrades just because I feel like it'd probably be smart before we move these over and then move it over again. We're getting to the point where we can afford almost 1,000 of these. I don't know when we should buy 100 to sacrifice. 100 seems like a lot, but I feel like we're gonna do 4 more, spend it, and then we're gonna do it. Yeah, wow, we're gonna do it. Buy a bunch of those and then go back. Let the larvae build up because we don't even have the larvae to cap us out. There we go. Money upgrades, as long as it doesn't spend too many. Yeah. Alright, let's do the 4th thing. Then we're going to buy a 100 of those and do our thing. This is going very, very nicely. Let's go buy 100 of these things. And again, I can show you it's worth it. So you can see how many we can buy right now. It's 2... Basically, just say it's 2 to the 12th. And we're going to spend a bit here. So we're going to go spend 100, which is going to bring what we have down. We can still buy the same amount. And when we buy this, 4 to the 12th. Just doubled. Literally doubled. We're going to want it up quite a bit before we go back and buy the 1,000, because that's the next upgrade is 1,000. Don't know exactly how much up from where we're at, but we're definitely going to want it up. It's getting to the point where we actually can't buy all of these without just... We have to like wait a second to get our larvae in here. We can buy a bunch of upgrades. Let's do it, of course. We're getting this up close to the 12th, kind of. Again, we're looking more towards the 13th, I think, because it's going to cost a little bit, so we'll see. But anyways, let's go do more of these. These episodes may start coming back more often because I can actually do things in them again. Before I was like just dead on content with this game. It's actually kind of back into being able to play it. I can probably honestly, at this point, what I'm doing now, I could probably make a full episode out of this. I think this little segment's been going on for like 7 minutes now. I'm going to be pumping out more of this. So some of you guys that like the Swarm Simulator series, get excited. Smash that like button. Let me know. Do you guys actually want to see more? Or should I try to cut down all of what I'm doing here down a bit and not show you guys as much? I don't know kind of how you guys want that to go. So let me know. Keep going on this 4 at a time, like a day at a time. We're just literally moving a day at a time. I am going to go back to territory on this next one. So we're going to buy all those, and buy all these. Let that build up. We might actually be able to go sacrifice 1,000. Yeah, we're gonna. Let's buy all these. Nice. Let's do 4 more. Let's deal with our territory stuff first, which is gonna jump up at only 1. It looks like. Yeah, it's gonna be you. Yep, definitely you. Gonna buy all that. Didn't give us an achievement. I'm assuming we already got the one for wasps. But then we'll come back here. Again, I'll show it to you guys just so you can see. We can produce. I'm just guessing all these times that it's going to be more. No mathematical calculation that I'm doing. I've just kind of learned kind of how this works. But it's 1 to the 14th we're basically making, so we're going to go buy 1,000 of them, which is actually quite a bit. Brings it down, not terribly, but again, we can buy that, and you're just going to see it jump. Doubled. Again, it's double like every time. If I'm like doing it at like a really good time. So it just keeps doubling. Let's buy any of these that we can. Cool. We can buy a ton of these, and then just wait a second. We should actually probably buy upgrades, because I think for having so many, yeah, let us. But we should be trying to grab this here, which we're actually capping out on. We can't even really buy enough of these for what these are producing at this point. I don't know at what point we should be trying to buy a ton of these. I really am bad at that. I don't know if like buying 330,000 of these and then progressing. And I don't really want to play around with the undo thing with that, because that's like risky time-wise. I don't know how many actions it undoes. I don't know if it just undoes everything you did in the last like 30 seconds or like what. But I'm kind of afraid to mess with it. But I do kind of want to buy that, see what we produce of this after like the 4 time travels, and is it worth, like, kind of thing. I produced 17 a piece. See, I don't think it would be worth. I wish like it told you how much it would produce. Like, I wish I didn't have to do the math. Like, I don't want to have to worry about it. We're not gonna do it today. We'll probably end up doing it next episode, because this is gonna be the end of the episode here. But let's do the 4 more. So just cast all 4. Pop over here. Buy a ridiculous amount of these. Nice. Buy a ton of these. We'll wait a second to be able to buy more of these. Buy any last upgrades we can in a second. Actually, let's do it before. I think we're going to actually spend some of those Hive Empresses. Oop. Nice. Alright, that was awesome jump here. It's pretty much how we can get there. I don't think we're going to be able to get much territory-wise, just because we don't have tons of larvae. I'll buy these out anyways. I don't think that'll produce tons, did it? No, it's still my wasps doing everything. I figured it would be. Whatever, it's not a big deal. That wasn't much I spent there. But upgrade, sure, that went up again. We're climbing the ranks. We're gonna be getting up here soon. We're definitely going to the Hive Neuron here in a second. I can buy 2 million of them. If I had more energy, I would play with it and do a test on like what 24 hours would produce of this. I suppose I could actually do the math out before next episode. But anyways, guys, we're going to wrap this up here. I hope you guys did enjoy. If so, please smack the like button. Again, let me know if you guys want to start seeing this uploaded more. I definitely can start doing it, I think, until the game slows down again. When that happens, I think at this point it's going to be pretty fast now that we're doing the swarm thing. For anyone new to the game, I think, honestly, swarm mutation is probably the best thing to start with. Still questionable, I guess. I mean, these do a lot too, but the swarm thing is like, it's amazing. I really wish or the warp thing. I wish I did the warp thing pretty early. But anyways, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.